Hi, this is Joelle, and I'm the Viberarian. I am here to elevate, enlighten, and empower. And I am undertaking that journey for myself and then sharing that with you here, connecting with everyone who's part of the Good Vibe Tribe because we're all in the same wave of this journey. And so I came on today because I wanted to share a little bit about a trip I just took to Mount Shasta. So it was several weeks ago that I was like really divinely hit with like this lightning bolt that I needed to go to Mount Shasta. And so I put together an experience and was led to invite three other women to go along with me for this very first experience. And what came forward was known as the journey into the higher heart. And so it had a lot to do with Lemurian energy, high heart activation. We were going to visit vortexes and vortices and portals and just do some real intense work and self-care as part of this weekend. And so I'm just going to share with you a little background about the other women who participated. They were all also entrepreneurs like myself, and entrepreneurs who are bringing from their gifts and abilities things into the world. And part of my goal is to support other people who are doing that just like myself. I believe that we all are, we have so many things within us that when we do what makes us happy, it also then makes the world happier because of us sharing that aspect of ourselves. So, and as a business owner, it can be very hard to sometimes balance your entrepreneur demands and your self-care. And so part of this thing was to get away and to step away from the roles that each of us have in our daily life, be it mother, confidant, counselor, therapist, friend, crafts person, baker. I mean, we all just had all these roles. And so stepping outside of that for several days to focus on our inner journey of spiritual growth was part of that aspect. So the ladies who I had attended, everyone brought something from their gifts then to share with each other, which was very nice. And so we had these gift bags that were shared in exchange on the first day of our trip. And I wanted to share with you a little bit about that. So first of all, let me share screen if you all can continue to bear with me as I do new things. All right, so this was the journey into the higher heart, and it was an event that I specifically curated for the purpose of transforming and activating certain energies within myself and others. And there'll be more information about this kind of experience and how you can sign up to be on the next one in the description box below this video. So anyway, one of the ladies who came, her name is Dawn, and she is the owner of Holistic Atlanta. Now, Holistic Atlanta is a beautiful space where you can have retreats and private events. It's very beautiful. I've been to a couple of events there, and Dawn has striven to create a space that is welcoming to all people, and especially for small groups who want an intimate setting where they can safely gather and where it's quiet and it's kind of like a retreat within the city. So these are the gift baskets that we had for each other. And we all received the bags in the middle with the pineapples are from Holistic Atlanta. And so we each had a journal, and it was based on like the chakra colors. And so my particular journal is yellow, and on the back of it was creativity. So I love that because there had been a lot of messages about igniting the fires of creativity leading up to this particular event. So I've discussed that in some of my previous videos leading up to now. So anyway, yellow chakra, and also in this bag here, I'm going to switch out of sharing. In this bag were two amazing gifts that I just have to share about. So this is from Dawn's mother, Evon Bennett, who is a master seamstress and designer and quilter. And so these are beautiful little bonnets for our hair that are handmade. So of course we all, each of us had our own pattern and design. And let me see if I can share with you that. Yes, I love it, right? So we started with our crown and pampering it with the satin lined hat, and we're able to then like protect our hair, of course. And of course, I love that this was handmade. Now, the other thing that Evon made us were these beautiful, I guess they're like change or coin purses or key purses, key containers. But what I've deemed these, I just, this is a crystal keeper, right? So I see this is so cute. It's a little lined bag here, and this can attach to like your key ring or your purse or inside of your belt loop. And so I decided mine's gonna be a crystal keeper. So I'm gonna put my little black tourmaline, or this one is obsidian in here. Matter of fact, I think the tourmaline would fit a little bit better. So I'm gonna take a little piece of organite that I have from Wing and Bell, put it in here with some black tourmaline, and they fit just perfectly to be a little carrier for your crystals to keep them. You could even put something like this, ladies, we like to keep our crystals in the bra. We could hook it to our inside of our bra, or affix it to places that's closer to our body or in our car or our purse. Very cool. And she makes these in all kinds of designs and patterns. So I'm definitely so glad that Dawn blessed us with these gifts from her mother. I'm going to see if I can share here. At the end, I'll share how you can get in contact with her as well. And Holistic Atlanta is a beautiful space where I will be attending and hosting other events in that facility, because it really is truly like an oasis. So the other things that we received from each other, here, let's see, were some beautiful crystals from another one of the attendees. Her name is Jala, and she is the creator, founder of J Wild Artisan Jewelry. And Jayla is who I use to shop crystals for me. I rely on her expertise, and she's been on my podcast on Conversational Elevation with the Viberarian on an episode called Power Tools for Woke Folk, Crystals. And she was the person who I went to explain to us a little bit about why crystals are important to us, beyond just being pretty shiny things. So in this particular set, we had amethyst, labradorite, clear quartz, citrine, rose quartz. Okay, and so I have my crystals actually in some water that is being specially charged right now. I'm in the process of bringing together a beautiful elixir called Shasta Sparkle. And so it does have these crystals in it and a few other goodies. And I'll be releasing more about this little excitable. Well, I'm just really excited about it, as you can see. So these were from Jayla to the group, and we all got our own bag of these crystals. And again, I'll share how you can contact her for your crystal needs. And then we had some lovely homemade treats from Gooba's Gourmet. Gooba, aka Tanya, is my best friend and my adventuring buddy for travel of all types. And so, of course, we rolled out to Mount Shasta for this experience, and her contribution were delicious homemade treats, which we were able to share to our host and hostess from our Airbnb, which I loved the property that we stayed at, and I highly recommend it. I'll be sharing the listing as well for other people who wish to visit the Shasta area. And so also our tour guide for our Vortex experience received Gooba's Gourmet goodies baked with love through and through. So, excuse me, we each had treat bags to share. And it was a nice way to jump off the energy. We'd already been sharing a lot about ourselves and our journey as we were getting to know each other, going on the airplane and stuff over there. So it really was activating us into a connection that was very beautiful. And so, oh, also we received in our bags a little bit of honeysuckle soap. This is a local company as well. I don't know the owner, but we discovered her at the Apple Annie Festival like 2 years ago before the pandemic. They had their holiday craft fair. It's really kind of like a big deal, big market of artisans. And so ever since that point in time, Tanya has been reordering things. And so she also gifted everyone with a soap from Honeysuckle Soap. So I think I covered everything. Oh, and I do have to say that this evening I am going to have my own current Gooba Gourmet treat that I was gifted with today. It's a Nana's Devil's Food cupcake. So, of course, I have to say all these positive things about, because these are things that each one of us are doing that brings us joy, and it's really like who we are evolving into to be these experts who are sharing wisdom and craftsmanship with the rest of the world. I forgot to mention that the other thing that everyone received from me was a journal, as well as the Sacred Destiny Oracle from Denise Linn. Now, I like Denise Linn and I have several of her decks, and I wanted to use this as a resource for all of us to have a shared resource based on our experience. And so this is about connecting with your landscape, that's discovering the landscape of your soul. And I loved how it had this mountaintop on it, which is why I picked it. So we read from this deck for the first time, then starting off our retreat. And of course, this is my home deck. And so I'm going to, after I close out this video, I am going to do an In the Cards episode featuring the Sacred Destiny and pull some cards and see what the messages are that want to come through for this. So before I wrap up, let me just go ahead and share with you the websites for everyone. Okay, so this is J Wild Artisan Jewelry, and you can get a sense of her products and services. I will say that I had Jala, she offered personal service for the gem and mineral shows in Arizona this year. And so she did shopping for me and bought me, found the most beautiful Tibetan bowl that I've added to my collection. And so I will be sharing more about that. And I really do call her and ask her, you know, if I have a crystal need, to see if she can get it for me first, or trusted resources through her, because I value her opinion and her experience in this field. All right, so let's see, we've got Jala, and then Holistic Atlanta, as you can see here. Oh, I went a little bit fast. I'm trying to see if you could see the space. You know, here's part of the space, outdoor space where we're in, and delicious food, of course, is part of it. So I love what Don has created here. You can see another view as well. So look for future things, and please do reach out to everybody. Let them know that the Viberarian sent you. And, you know, these are just my spiritual sisters. And I'm just so happy to be able to share a little bit about what we are each doing and about our experience together. So this is the website for Gooba's Gourmet. If you want to, you know, check out what she's got going on and order some delicious goods, please do, because they're very delicious and addictive. It's not for people who are like really trying to be compliant, you know, with any kind of diet, but she does have some vegan and gluten-free options. All right. And then also here we have Evon Bennett, and you can see some of her beautiful coin purses or crystal keepers and the fashions and stuff that she makes. And I just love it. And I'm just pleased to be able to spotlight and somebody who is really doing something that is artistic and certainly based on her own gifts that were given to her by spirit. So, all right, for Evon. And then Honeysuckle Soap, again here in Atlanta. And oh, here's a little more pictures of the brownies that we had on the trip. They were delectable. A little more gourmet treats, and that's it. All right, so I'm definitely going to be putting these to good use, and I'll be back for the next video shortly. The light in me always recognizes and acknowledges and loves the light in you. Namaste.